Hello, hope you're well today. It's Wednesday the 3rd of June and we're still in lockdown, and actually it's the first day where it's raining for a very long time. So we're going to do some indoor Pilates today, and just to give you a bit of variety we're going to use some equipment. So we're going to see what you've got in the house that you can use. Hopefully most of you have got one of these lovely little hoop bands. So we're going to use this if you've got one. If you haven't, don't worry, I'll show you how to do it without. And if you can, we're going to find some sort of ball. Now, any old football or a squidgy ball or anything you've got would be fabulous. So if you've got a ball, we're going to use a ball. If you haven't got a ball, what we're going to use instead is a cushion. And I'm sure nearly everybody has got a cushion or a pillow. So when we pop the ball underneath our hips or whatever, then you can use a cushion instead, okay? So that's our options for equipment. But we're going to start warming up. And if you've got a little band, we're going to use our little band to help us warm up. So let's go through our setup first. So we're going to have the feet underneath the hips. So you've got that line going through from your hips, through your knees, down to your feet. And then we want to have the weight evenly distributed between the front and the back of the foot. And think about lifting up the arch of your foot. So we're stretching up out of the feet. Coming up through the body, we're going to find that neutral spine. So we're just going to take the tailbone and tuck it back and forwards and find that soft curve in your spine, and we're going to hold it there. We're going to engage the core muscles. So remember, now you have a choice. You can either do your waist muscles, so pulling in that thick band of muscles around your waist, squeezing in until you've got that soft tension you can hold, or you can work the pelvic floor. So pulling up your pelvic floor muscles inside, and again find that soft tension. As I've recently learned, we don't have to do both. Either one is fine. And I'll show you for some exercise, it's better to do one or the other. So we're going to hold that tension there. So we're actively working the core. And then we're going to focus on our breath. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, deep and wide into the ribs. And as you do that, just think about your head and your neck. We want the head on top of your spine. So when we're here, we don't want to be here somewhere. We want to be on the top. So I should be able to draw a straight line right through your body, coming all the way down. So that's our setup position. So take a couple of big deep breaths. Very good. Let's just start warming up. We're going to start with the neck. So just gently take your head from one side to the other. A little bit further. So if your neck's feeling a bit stiff today, just gently listen to it. A little bit further each time. And come back to the centre. Let's work the shoulders. So we're going to lift the shoulders up to your ears, and we're going to drop it down. Lift it up and drop it down. And every time you drop it down, just let that tension go. Lift and release. One more. Good job. Okay, we're going to work the legs now. So what we're going to do is to pop your feet into the band to warm up the legs. So we're going to pop the feet in. If you've got one, if you haven't got one, you can do the exercise equally well without. So again, back in that start position, keep those core muscles pulled in. And we're just going to start taking one leg at a time out to the side. So let's just push and come back. Keep going this way. Push it down. Nice little squat. Get those legs working. And all that band's going to do is to give you a bit of resistance. Now let's go to the other side. Push. Push it down. Push it down to the sides. Now we're going to change it. We're going to go once each way. Push and push. Keep those arms working. 2 more. And back to the centre. Very good. Now I'm going to do a little bit of balance work. So we're going to take the arms to the side, keeping your head in line with your spine. We're going to come over to the side. So big deep breath in. As you exhale, going to lift one leg up and take it down. Let's go the other way. And back. And back. Whoops. Now this time we're going to hold it here and we're going to gently lift this leg. Whoop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to the centre. Can you feel that leg working already? Very good. Let's go to the other side. Lift it up. Tiny little lift. So you're trying to get that straight line through your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and release it. Give the legs a little shake. And let's take that out. We're going to come down onto the mat now. So you're going to bring with you your band and either your ball or your cushion, or we're going to work with that. So whatever you've got. So make your way down to the mat so you can just come down safely. Or you can come to the front of the mat. We're still going to go down safely. Cross the legs. Take it down. And come down onto your mat. Okay, so from here, we're going to come down to lying. So you can come onto your side and come down to lying this way. Or if you prefer, you can gently just roll it back. So whatever's safer for you today. Now we've got our ball with us and we're going to warm up the abs using the arms and the legs. So we're going to take the ball behind your head or your cushion if you're using a cushion, and we're going to put the hands here. Okay, so you're in a prayer position, hands together, thumbs down. And all we're going to do with the arms is make sure the shoulders stay down. We'll inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to push into that ball. So it's a gentle little push. So no movement in the shoulders. We're just pushing down. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with the arms. Now with your torso, make sure you've got that neutral spine. So that little gap, a little bit of air going underneath your waist. So from here, we're going to inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to lift one leg up into tabletop position. The other leg can stay bent, foot firmly on the floor. So just gently warming up. So what we're going to do is inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to take that foot to the floor and we're going to push into the ball. So pushing down. Make sure the leg goes in exactly the same place every time. Now this is the nice easy option where you're just doing one leg at a time. If you want to work a little bit harder, we're going to lift both legs up and we're going to take one down and one up. So you've got the option here, you can just do one leg at a time and keep the other one on the floor. Or you can do both legs staying up, pushing down. Now the important thing is to make sure that your back isn't moving. So as you're constantly pushing into the ball and lowering your legs, your back's not moving and your hips are not moving. Pushing down. Push it down. So you should feel those abdominal muscles gently working, stabilising the shoulder, gently pushing into the ball. 2 more. And lower the legs down. Oh my goodness, and give them a quick stretch. Stretch it out. Well done. Okay, we're going to come up now. We're going to come up into a kneeling position. Come into a kneeling position. And we're going to take our ball or our cushion. And we're going to have it to the side. So we're going to be here. We're going to have this arm out here. And we're going to lift this knee. Now the challenge is not to push into the ball or into the cushion. So you're just doing it lightly. As you lift up. So you're really working your oblique muscles. So we're lifting here. Don't let it slump down. We're keeping up. Just trying to lightly rest on the ball. Lifting up. 2 more. Obviously, if you don't have a ball, you can just have your hand on the floor. It's fine. Okay, now we're going to hold it here. Now we're going to take the knee forward and back, forward and back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. 2 more. And last one. Oh, and come up to the centre. Well done. Roll those shoulders round. Got to go the other side now. So again, we're going to take the arm out, this arm lifted here, and we're going to lift the leg. Lifting up. Lifting up. So remember, we're trying to be light on the ball or light on the cushion. Fingertips. Lifting up to the side. Lift it up. Lift it up. Last one. Hold it here. Forwards, back. Forwards, back. Forwards, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Last one. And rest it down. And come up to the centre. And roll those shoulders. Lovely job. Well done. Let's come down onto our front. Okay, so we're going to come round onto our front and we're going to do the plank or leg pull front. So we're coming forward to here. So we're going to have the elbows bent, elbow underneath your shoulder. You've got 2 options here. We're going to lift up and hold it into this position, or we're going to tuck the toes under and we're going to come up and hold it into this position. So make sure you feel comfortable and you're working those core muscles. So pulling in around the waist. We're going to try and do 3 longish ones or 5 little ones. So big deep breaths. Try and keep the neck nice and long. Imagine all those layers and layers of muscles around your core supporting your spine. And I'm going to come down. That's 1, 2 more to go. So just work at your own pace. Big deep breath in, lifting up, pulling in round the waist. Big deep breaths. All those layers and layers of muscles are just working hard just to hold you in position. And we'll take it down. 1 more. Come on, we can do this. Big deep breath. Up we come. Pulling in at the core. And rest it down. Let's push back. I'm going to stretch the back out. So tuck the tailbone under. Come forward. And stretch it out. Very good. Okay, let's take our ball or our cushion and we're going to pop it underneath the ribs. So we're going to come round onto our side. So we're going to have the ball or our cushion here. Try and make sure there's enough space. So underneath leg is going to be bent. Top leg is straight and we're going to drape over that ball. Make sure your core muscles are pulled in. Take a big breath in and as you exhale, we're going to lift up to the side and take it down. Lift up and down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Now try and make sure that you're not pushing with this underneath arm. So you should be able to just lift it off the floor if you wish. So we're not pushing with this arm to come up. We're using the side of the body to lift us up. And then the last one, let's hold it at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest it down. Well done. We're going to take the ball now or your cushion, or nothing. And we're going to take it down between the ankles. So nice long straight arms. So if you can, we're going to keep this arm straight. If that's really uncomfy for you, then just tuck it behind and support your head a bit better. But obviously you've got less balance if your arm is here, so your core is going to work much harder. So we're going to try and lift the legs up to the side, and we want a little squeeze of the ball or the cushion. So we've still got this little gap underneath the waist, neck nice and long. Big deep breath in, exhale as you float up, inhale as you come down. Now we're trying to keep the hips one on top of the other, and we're working these oblique muscles. So if you popped your fingertips in here, as you lift, you should feel them contracting. So we're really using the principle of centering, using those core muscles. In line with the breath, exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Now the slower you do it, the better it is. And as you come down, we don't do it like that, we do it with resistance. So we're lifting up and controlling it down. Lift up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Two more. And last one. Well done. And release it. Let's just do a little hip release. So take the feet to the back of the mat. We're going to open the knee, squeeze it in, take it down and slide it back. Very good. One more. Very good. Let's come round to the other side. So we're just going to swing the legs round. Going to take our ball again, pop it between the, under the waist. I'm missing one. I don't have you here to remind me. So underneath leg bend, stretching over the ball. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. So remember, we're keeping this underneath arm light. Use that breath. Imagine those core muscles lifting you up. So think about the waist muscle on this one, pulling in, helping you to lift, using your breath. One more. And on the last one, we're going to hold it up at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take it down. Well done. Let's take the ball and pop it between the ankles. So we're going to lift the legs. So again, arm nice and straight if you can, pulling in those oblique muscles. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Now if you need to, just keep your fingertips in front for balance, but try not to use them to push. Now you don't need to come up too high. We're just really trying to get that thigh off the floor. So if you're only coming up an inch or so, that's fine. Just try and make it smooth. So we're not just jerking it up and down. We're lifting and lowering. Exhale up, inhale down. And we're controlling the movement. Up and down. Very good. Do two more. And rest it down. Let's release the band or the cushion. Feet to the back of the mat. And let's do the hip release. So we're open, squeeze, down and release. Open, squeeze. Open, squeeze. Two more. One last one. and release it. Well done. Let's come back up to sitting. And we're going to do spine stretch forward. So we're going to take the ball, if you've got one, if not, you can just do it without. My feet look huge coming towards the camera. So ball in front, sitting up tall and straight. Inhale. Now as you exhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis under. So we're rolling that lower back. So you're rolling that lower back and then coming forward and slowly coming up. So if I do that from the side, we don't want to just hinge from here. We want to tilt back, round that lower back, and then we're going to come forward. So your hips are firmly grounded on the floor, and we're trying to tilt back and stretch this part of your back as you come forward. Take it forward all the way up to the top, nice and straight. Tilt again, down you go. Stretching. And again. Very good. Well done. Okay, we're going to come back down to lying now. And we're going to do some one leg circles. But we're also going to use something for stability. So if you've got your hoop, we're going to bring your hoop. If not, you can use your ball, whatever you've got. So come down onto your mat. Now, we're going to take the band and we're going to take it here. So give it a little bit of a stretch, so not too much because you're going to hold it here for quite a long time. So we're going to pull it straight and you're going to try and keep those arms completely still so it shows you're stabilising your shoulders. We're going to stretch one leg away and then we're going to lift this leg up so that it's bent, and then we're going to do some leg circles. So we're going to inhale as we come across the body, exhale as we go down, out and round. Down, out and round. And now just check that your arms and your shoulders are not moving. Not 1 inch. So you're keeping it really still. So it means you've got to stabilise your core as you work your leg. What really helps is to keep that straight leg pushed away from you. Helps to stabilise things. Okay, let's go the other way. Out and round. So we're just doing it with the bent legs, so you can really focus on the stability, not letting your core move at all. Take it round. And last one. Very good. And take that leg down. If you need to rest the arms, just roll them around a little bit, and let's do the other side. So again, just that little bit of tension in the band. Lift the other leg up. Let's do our circle. Inhale to come across. Exhale as you go down and round. Now you may find that one hip is much more mobile than the other, and that's fine. You might find you've got a bit of a clunk. Now if it's a clunk with pain, just make it really small or stop and have a rest. If it's just a clunk with no pain, try and keep going as much as you can. So how still are those arms? Are they wobbling? Going to keep them really still. Okay, let's take it back the other way. Arms are not moving. So the shoulders and the torso are really stable. So you're really using those deep stabilising muscles to keep your torso still as you work your leg. 2 more. And rest it down. Well done. Let's have a lovely stretch. Stretch everything out. So from here, we're going to do our coordination exercise. So remember your options. We're going to take the arms to the ceiling. Easy option, you're going to keep your feet on the floor. Now find that neutral spine. And what I want you to make sure of is that that doesn't move and your hips don't move. So really working those deep internal muscles. So easy option, all we're going to do is slide the foot away, take the arm back behind you, and then come back. And stretch, and come back. So that's your easier option. Harder option, we're going to come down a little bit. We're going to bring the legs up one at a time into tabletop position. You've still got that neutral spine, and we're going to stretch the opposite arm and leg away. So make sure that there's no change in the tension in your core as you're changing the legs. So the back doesn't move. We've still got that little neutral spine. Now if you can't hold that there, then it'd be a good idea to keep both feet flat on the floor as you're working. Stretching away. Nearly there. 2 more. And hug the knees into your chest and just roll them round. Very good. Okay, let's go into the bridge and we're nearly done. So we're going to have the feet hip width apart. Feet firmly on the floor. And again, find that soft curve underneath your spine. So arms by your side. But they're not heavy on the floor, they're just very light. So inhale as you prepare. Exhale, flatten your lower back to the mat. And then your ribs lengthen through the neck and lift up through the hips. Inhale at the top, exhale as you come down. Now feel as though you're resisting gravity, coming up and down one bone at a time. Gently rolling up and down. Rolling up and down, try and feel every bone in your back. It's like a string of pearls, coming up and down with each movement. Okay, we're going to make this a little bit harder. Now as we come up, we're going to come all the way up. We're going to lift the arms up. So they're going to stay up above your shoulders. We're going to come onto our toes. Now this is all optional. Come onto your toes. Slowly roll down. All the way down. Heels down. And let the arms come down. Let's try that again. Big deep breath. Exhale as you roll up. Lift the arms. Lift the heels. And then slowly roll down. And then pop your heels back down. Can we do 2 more? Big deep breath in. Exhale as you roll up. Arms up. Toes. Gently come down. And then drop the heels. One last one. Arms up. On your toes. Fight gravity. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And take it back down. Well done. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll it round. Very good. And now we're going to come up to sitting and we're going to roll up to sitting. So we're coming up to standing. Just going to finish with the last couple of stretches. So take a breath first. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. We're going to come over to the side, so we're going to stretch over. So reach up, stretching over, and slowly come back up. Now if you can slide your arm down your leg. If that really doesn't feel comfy, you don't feel too stable, then just pop your hand onto your waist and just come over as far as you can. One more each side. Come back to here. We're going to put one foot in front of the other. We're going to roll down. So big deep breath in. Exhale as you roll down. Roll down to that front foot, and then when you get there, bend your knees. And you should feel a slight stretch up the back of your legs. Slowly roll it back up again. Let's do that again. Big deep breath. Exhale as you roll down. Come all the way down, then bend those knees. Feel the stretch at the back of the leg. Let's do one more like this. Big deep breath. Bend those knees, feel that stretch. Slowly back up. Let's change to the other foot. Big deep breath, roll down. Bend the knees, feel that stretch. Slowly come back up. 2 more. Slowly come back up 1 more time. Lovely. Very good. Let's just release the shoulders. So just can take the arms round. Release those shoulders. And hold it here. Let's take some big deep breaths. Breathe in and out. 2 more. Last one. One hand here, one here, and give yourself a big clap. Well done. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.